Today on the channel, we're going to unbox and review from Fresh Monkey Fiction, the Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, the Naughty or Nice collection, Krampus. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rich Hansel, and today we have something that I've never opened before. Now, I have opened some Fresh Monkey Fiction Big Bad Workshop figures, but not just a Fresh Monkey Fiction figure that is not a Big Bad Workshop figure. So this is from Fresh Monkey Fiction, and it is a Naughty or Nice collection. Now that is going to be your holiday or Christmas themed action figures. I have a few of these. This is the first one I'm going to be unboxing. I have more to unbox this Christmas season. We are on December 3rd, I do believe, 2025. So excited to get into these finally. I've been sitting on them for a while. Now you can still pick this up at Big Bad Toy Store. That's the only place you're going to get it other than on the secondary market. It is a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. And it is still for sale at Big Bad Toy Store. And this is the standard version, and it is going for about a little over $33. Now, there is a deluxe version that is still available, and it's $40 or $45, something like that. It is a little more expensive, but it has a coat or a cape and a lot of different accessories. But for the most part, it is going to be the same thing other than those accessories. So I'm excited to get into this, and I really want to see if they can match up with, say, our wrestlers or Mattel wrestlers, or will they go more with our NECA Ultimate figures. We'll find that out here once we get him out of the box. But here we go. Let's take a look at this packaging. All new for me. Up top, we got Krampus right there, and I do like that font. That is pretty cool, and it is kind of in this holiday gift wrapped packaging here. It says adult collectible, not a toy, ages 14 years and over. We have our Naughty or Nice logo right there. It says Naughty or Nice collection. We get this window box. We can, if we tilt it just right, we can see his boots, but they are kind of hidden behind this packaging. But for the most part, you can see everything else. Few accessories in there. And on this side, we get holiday packaging. Now, this is a sticker, and it says Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. And I'm not sure what it's covering up. It looks like just a regular Big Bad Toy Store label that is that is part of the packaging, and that for some reason they put a sticker over top of it. On this side, we get Fresh Monkey Fiction and AP, and I do not know. I guess that's an AP. I do not know what that is. I'm going to have to look into that before we get much further into this line. And on the bottom, we have warnings, copyrights, labels, barcodes, recycling information. We have website information, and I do have a copyright date of 2022. So apparently this has been out for 2 or 3 years. And then around on the back, we get a checklist because it is naughty. That's what's checked. I imagine if you have a Santa figure or a happy elf, not a bad elf, because they do make nasty elves too, you would have your check mark next to nice. We have a picture of the head of our action figure. Behind us is snowflakes on this blue background. And we got a cross sale. It does say coming soon, but we have a classic Santa, a jolly Santa, a zombie Santa, Sergeant Santa for all you military folks out there, and we have a Father Frost, it says right there. Complete your Naughty or Nice collection at www.freshmonkeyfiction.com. And it says up here about, I don't think this is necessarily about Krampus, but we do have a blurb up here about Naughty or Nice. It says, showcase your own unique Christmas spirit by bringing naughty and nice Santa, elves, nutcrackers, and more into your home this holiday season. With so many varieties to choose from, you're sure to find the perfect one for your collection or a friend. Share the holiday spirit, both naughty or nice, with these high-quality action figure boxed in decorative packaging. Yes, indeed, decorative packaging. Now, I do not know how I am going to get him out of the packaging. There, it looks like there is side, and I think that's what I'll go for. I think I'll go from the side to get this out of there. So I'll get my knife here and find out where I have to cut tape, if there is any tape. Here's a little tape right here. I believe that may be it. I'll try to get my knife in here and pry that up. Flip it around. Oh, I see. There is a tab here, so I have to get that tab out right there. Now that should allow us. So yeah, there we go. Get that knife out of here. Coming out now. I keep all my packaging. That's why I'm being gentle with this thing. There we go. Got it out. Empty box right there. Hopefully that'll go back together when I repackage that to put him up after the holiday season. Get rid of that. Now here is our Krampus in his tray and his plastic coffin right there. We will pull him out of the tray. And we will, there is a silica package, so I will keep that. And here is your backdrop. It is that same that was on the back. Kind of looks snowflakes on that light blue background. Looks pretty cool. All right, here is Krampus now in his plastic coffin. On second look at this figure, I think I do indeed have the deluxe. I thought I just had the basic. I think the deluxe does not have that code on. So I believe this is the deluxe one. So I probably paid around $40 for this. Unless I found it on sale. I would have to check my receipt on my online receipt for this. But we are going to go through these accessories first. And there is a bag behind it. And that's what's got me thinking that I have the deluxe because of that bag. I did not see that in the bottom of this box. So let's look at these accessories that's in the plastic coffin first. First, we're going to get his list. And this is going to be, I imagine, the naughty list. The naughty list, that's probably what I'm on maybe. But no, I don't see my name on there. So I guess I'm in the clear. But you get a list. And then we're going to get a gift. Let's see, does that lift off? It does not seem to lift off. Perhaps it does, but it is a black and green, so you know you're getting something pretty nasty if you're packaged in wrapping paper black and green. That's not too enticing to little kids. And then we're going to get a stocking to hang above the chimney. And we can, that is not able to fill anything in there. That is solid inside there. So you can't stick a candy cane or something in there. That would be kind of cool. But there you go. Hang that on your chimney. And that's it. In there, we will transition over to this bag here. It is not sealed up. So we can just pull out all these accessories. We'll sit that down there. And first thing we're going to have is a bag. A Santa Claus or Krampus bag. And in here, we have a bunch of stuff. This is fun. I can't believe this. I really did not think I had this. Wow, look at this. Look at this. So here's our bag. It does have a drawstring on it, and it actually does work. So that is very nice. Got that green fur around the edge of it. And it is very well stitched. It's nice. I can't see through it in the light. It is nice, thick packaging. So I like that. Okay, we are going to get a stand, a naughty or nice stand. It has 2 pegs on it, and I imagine that is going to hopefully fit right into his boot. I have seen figures come with stands and they actually don't fit on the stand. That is very, very annoying. So hopefully Fresh Monkey Fiction has stands that'll work for them. Next, we're going to get a plate, just a standard black plate here, and we are going to get stuff to put on it, which is going to be a cup. Empty cup. It does not have milk in it. And then we're going to get a cookie, a green and black cookie to go there, and another cookie. And then we're going to get, I do not know what this is. It kind of looks like another glass. Maybe it is, but it is like a wine glass maybe. But it is black, a little bit translucent, not sure. And then we're going to get a cluster of 3 clumps of coal, and then another cluster of 3 clumps of coal. So a lot of little things going with this guy, and that is pretty neat. I do like that. I appreciate it. And then we are going to get a tail, Krampus's tail, and it's got a little ball on the end of it. There is a little piece of flashing right there. Okay, that broke off. I was hoping that come off so we can pop that onto his backside. I imagine that's where that's going to go. He's got a big tuft of hair right there. Kind of looks like a lion's tail, but it is black and kind of a bluish gray there on that tuft of hair. That's not all, folks. Now we're going to look at this cape, and it has got a sweet little bow tie right there, but it is green with the white fur all the way around it, I do mean, but it does have a hood. I imagine you are going to have to take the tie apart, which is unfortunate because my hands do not want to tie that little tie, but it does look like it's fairly long, so maybe we'll be able to get that put back in, but I will definitely try to get that. If hopefully his head maybe will pop off, and then we can pull the hood back, put the head back on, and then maybe pull that hood up. I don't even know if that hood's going to come up over those horns that is on Krampus, but we will get to that. I like that. That's the same material as his Santa Claus bag, or Krampus bag, I guess. So we'll set that down there. And that is it. We are going to get into this guy, and he looks awesome. I mean, really good. We will have to cut the ties, and they're not your standard tie. Well, we do have a rubber band, and then we have a twist tie right here. So I will untwist this twist tie. Pull that out. So there's a twist tie. And then we have this rubber band wrapped around him. And it looks like we will indeed have to cut that rubber band. There we go. And now we should be good to get him out of here. Oh, he fell right out. I'll put him back in there and grab him by his toe. And Krampus has been resurrected. There he is. Got his rubber band still around him. Man, he is girthy. He is heavy. Empty coffin right there. Get rid of that. Get rid of this piece of rubber band. And let's check out articulation on him. Now, head. 0. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I broke it free. It will go up slightly. Very, very slightly. And down. And it'll go up against his chest right there. Oh, head does pop off pretty easy. So I think we'll be able to get that on that way. So I was hoping this head would have more movement that, but it don't. But it does go all the way around. Once you get that unstuck there a little bit. Let's see. Shoulders, they will go all the way around. Indeed. He does have a hinge on there. Let me see. They're not coming up very high now. Again, I don't know. I'm getting it to work loose. That looks about like all we're going to get there. Yeah, almost a T-pose, which is plenty for me. We're going to have an elbow, which will get you close to a 90 degrees. He's got wrist articulation, but he has this fur around the cuff of his jacket there, so you're not going to get a lot of movement because of that. But it does look like it probably, I don't know if it's removable or not. We don't have extra hands, so at this point we don't need it to be removable. So that's it on the upper body. I do believe there is no butterfly in there, but that's probably plenty. We have waist articulation, and I'm not getting it to go very far around, but the more I work it, the better it seems to be going. He does have a ball or a hula hoop waist right there, so he gets a little bit of back and a little bit of forth, but not much. A little bit of side to side at the waist too. We're getting, let's see, ball joints in the legs, and he gets really good splits for this size of figure. Almost reminds me of our Jada Toys Street Fighter figures right there on that waist, or those thighs. He has an upper boot cut. He's got single jointed pinless knees. Now the knees do rotate. Let me see. And I did miss that. The elbows also rotate. No upper boot cut. Don't think. Nope. And we have a rocker on the ankle, and he can flex that foot down and up. So very nice. I like this. Good articulation here by Fresh Monkey Fiction. I think once we get him heated up, moved around, he's going to move a lot easier than what he does. But, man, this guy is awesome. I like it. We are losing a little bit of paint here off his knees as we move that stuff. I think most of it's coming off his knees. But checking this guy out. Let's look at this face. Man, he looks awesome. I love that tongue coming out. He's got yellow eyes. You can see a lot of red around the pupil. And, well, I guess the eyeball, the iris, is that what it's called? And then the pupil is black. Then he's got these horns coming up, gray face, this reddish tongue, nasty-looking, dirty teeth. I love the beard and the hair. He's got pointy ears. He looks pretty intimidating. Coming down, he's got green fur around this jacket. Now, this jacket is not going to be able to come off. He does have a belt, and that belt is really well designed. It's got paint apps on it. It's got gold, and it's got brown. And that brown really looks like real leather right there. And it is not sculpted on, folks. It is kind of, looks like it may be glued on to the jacket. And then coming down, I mentioned the green cuffs and then the green fur down the middle and around the bottom of that jacket. He's got gray pants on that matches his gray jacket. And then these leather-like boots with the gold buckles that match his belt buckle. Man, he looks good, really good. His claws, his fingernails are black and they are pointy, and he's gray hands that match his face. So I like this. I really like this. I'm surprised at how articulated it is, especially those legs. Can he get much of a front kick there? He can, but he does have, again, this jacket on. But that's pretty decent front kick, and at 90-degree angle at the knee there. Back kick slightly, not a whole lot. But, yeah, nice. Nothing's too loose. It is a little tight, but like I mentioned, I think once we start moving this guy around, posing him up for my glamour shots, I think he's going to look really good. Now, what I wanted to do, again, I'm going to grab him by the side. Let's see, how did I do that? Middle finger, front finger on each side of his eye, thumb on the back of the head, kind of pull that up. That way I don't have to, if you grab those ears, man, that's going to hurt your fingers. Big ball joint right there. So I really want to try to get him in this big coat. Let's see if it is possible. So I'm going to put that over. I really want to try not to untie that bow. And pop that back on. There we go. And will the hood go up over his ears? Oh, yeah, they will. It will. So there you go. That's kind of not great looking on him. But if you want to pose him like that, fine. Let's see what he looks like with the hood down. He probably looks a little better with the hood down so you can see them horns. Be very careful. I don't want to rip my material here on one of these sharp horns. Yeah, it's okay. That jacket is, but there is no way I'm gonna cover that face up right there. And that's suit. Let's see, arms up. How's he look? It doesn't look bad, but I like him better without that. So let's pull this head off again. Oh, he launched across the room. I'll get that. Pull that back off. It's a nice touch, but not something I'm going to ever put on him, I don't think. All right, got my head. Let's pop that back on. Yeah, that's how I want to pose him. Let's see. Does he fit on the Naughty or Nice Collection stand? Again, like I've mentioned, I've had Super 7 figures not fit on their stand. Yeah, he fits on there. So standing up really nice there on a stand. It does fit. All right, we do have this tail now. I see a little hole right up under there, right on where his butthole would be. So this little ball joint's going to poke right in there. I should have done this right out of the chute. And this is probably going to look even better. I should have not put that coat on yet, or that cape, because I bet this would look good coming up over top from underneath that cape. It would probably look good. Comes right up. Does look like a lion tail to me. But this guy's cool. Let's see. Can we get him to hold a naughty list? Yep. He can hold his naughty list. Checking that. Going to check it twice, I guess. Got his presents. He does have his stocking and all of his little accessories here. His cup. Wonder if he can hold a glass. No, he's not going to be able. The glass is going to be too small, I do believe. Maybe in this hand. Yeah, there you go. He can hold it. And then I imagine we could probably turn his hand over and see if he can hold the plate. Yeah, look at that. Got a chunk of coal here. Oop. Got to be careful when doing that. But this is really nice. Let's see. Put all of his stuff back in his bag, because I really want to see if he can sling this thing up over his shoulder. All this stuff. Great storage bag, too, for this guy. Keep all this small stuff in there. We even put his list in there. And we're going to take your cup away from you there, Krampus, and sling that up over. Kind of see if that works. I don't know. I don't know. I guess you could probably get that up there. Here you go. He's got his bag. It kind of looks a little goofy with that rope hung around, wrapped around him there. But he's got his bag right there, right over his shoulder, ready to go. Got his cape there. So I like this. I really like it. Let's go. Now, I said we'll try to see if he can go with our wrestler. So we'll get down. How about King Kong Bundy? Oh, yeah, these guys could definitely play together. I think, looking at him, because he goes with these Mattel WWE wrestlers, I don't think he's going to go with our NECAs, but we could check him with, say, our WWE superstars. He could go with them, I think, because you're going to think that the Krampus is probably a lot larger than a wrestler. He's just going to be huge. And I do have a NECA figure right here. It is Matt Hooper from Jaws. So really interested in this. See if this will play together. So imagine our heads. You got Krampus. You've got Matt Hooper. I'm going to think Krampus is going to be a lot bigger than Matt Hooper, to be honest with you. So let's see if indeed he is. Could they play together? We'll get this stuff out of here. By the way, I do love this Matt Hooper figure. And there we go. Looky there. He will play together. Matt Hooper, he's a little big, I think, for King Kong Bundy. But, man, check it out. He is. I think they could play together. Maybe he's a little too small. But I think with, putting him on a shelf, putting some fake snow back there, setting him up on something to give him a little height, he might look good with your NECA figures, your NECA Ultimates. But I like it. I like it. So we'll put these guys back out of the way, get King Kong Bundy back up here behind old Scott Steiner next to Dusty Rhodes there. And that's going to be it. I like it. I'm not going to lie. I do like it. Now, there are a lot of unavailable figures listed on Big Bad Toy Store. Some elves that I wish I would have got into now that I have this. But there is a lot of Santa Clauses left, different types of Santa Clauses. I think the original Santa Claus is sold out. So if you want him, I think you're out of luck. But there's plenty of other stuff. There's a couple other nasty or naughty figures, if you will, and a few of the nice. But that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. Happy holidays to everybody out there. I hope everybody gets a happy, Merry Christmas and happy holidays. And for Fresh Monkey Fiction, Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, Naughty or Nice line, and the Krampus, till next time, oh yeah.